Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. It's been a while. In fact, it's been so long that my computer died in a while ago, and I haven't played since then. So most of these games, the stats are reset because that's all stored in the browser. I think Polygonle, I was able to log in, so it should have my stats there. But anyway, stats don't matter. What matters is we're having fun playing these. Today's bonus game is TraCell, or TraCell. It's interesting. It has two modes. I'll play both of them. So yeah, let's get started. I'll explain how this works. So we're starting in Halo mode, which I think is my preferred mode. So what we need to do is we need to place these tiles on the grid and have that trace out a phrase. And so we start with the T and we're going to end with the N, leaving the grid. So we need to find a tile that has T top right to replace with the T. So it's going to be either this tile here or this tile here. So the point though is actually, if I look at the help, the number in each of the individual letters is let's see, where does it say? Phrases written. Ah, right, we scroll down. Okay. So it's the number of neighboring cells that are part of the solution. So 0 means none of the neighboring cells are part of the solution, whereas 4 is all 4 of them are. So it's the count of neighboring cells part of the solution. So if I were to put this T here, that would be wrong. Because that would mean that only one, actually, no, that's actually fine. One of our neighboring cells will be part of the solution. And so we could go TH this way. Yeah, that would be okay. Here, 2 are part of the solution. That might be hard. Yeah, I think it might work though. Well, where would we go? No, see, it doesn't work because where would we go from this T? We're not going TM or TC. So we'd have to go up. We'd have to go T and then whatever this letter is. And we're not, no, I guess we could come back down and grab the M. Okay, so that's okay. How about the N? N bottom right. Is there a, there is only one tile with N bottom right. So we can just place this tile there. So we're going to end with, so there's only one neighboring tile that the N uses. So I'm going to mark that we're definitely not using this Q because we're not going QN. So we do need to use this. Yeah, I'm going to mark that as an X. We do need to use this N. And it's going to either go down or left. Now, the E is saying 3 are part of the solution. So that's going to be the N to its right and then a bunch of these. So it doesn't have to be part of the solution in order to neighbor one. But this R, this is interesting. I'm thinking it goes NE, but let's see. We need to figure out what to do next here. It's the T top right. I'm not sure which one to use. Once you get started on the path, 2s are very nice because it means you just pass straight through usually or turn a corner. Let's see here. So let's say we did go onto this E. Our path went NE. Then we need 3 of these. We need 2 more of these in. And so I could definitely see us going REN. Well, that ends it. I'm having some trouble here. Ones are interesting. 0s are definitely interesting. Ones are interesting because they can't be on the path unless they start or end it. So, right. So that means the R doesn't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. That means the R is not on the path because it's gonna see it's gonna see how the path gets in and how the path gets out. So the only way it's a 1 is like this N where it only sees how the path gets in, not how it gets out. So I don't know. Do we need to build? So if I did this, these would be out. And so we definitely would be using the T. And so then we'd use either the H or this one. Now the H being a 2 makes me think you pass straight through it. It's on the path. So maybe we do TH and then we need, I don't think we'd go up at this point. I don't know. Would we have to go left? We only have one tile that's all zeros. Like, oh, but then this M, nothing is used on this tile. Nothing's used on this tile. Only the T is part of the path on this tile, probably. I think it has to be. It has to. We have to turn a corner there. So I probably need the here. So if this is the, we wouldn't use this W. But that would mean that we can't go down to this I. Oh, if we do the like this, we can't go down to this I, but the I yeah. This doesn't work. This I gets trapped. So it's not the. We can't put this vowel there because it's a 1. So we don't have a vowel to put there. Yeah, and again, this doesn't work. Because if we go here with a vowel, then we trap this I. Because the W would get stuck. Okay. So we have to go up. If we go TH, we have to go up. So this bottom left needs to be a vowel. I kind of like this. So we don't use the X or the U. That would mean the N is U, and N goes to the E, which makes a lot of sense to me. Oh, but then the E. Oh, okay, sorry, this doesn't work because the U. Right, I need to reevaluate this E because the top isn't used. We need to use both of these. So we need a vowel bottom left, and we need something up here that's part of our path. So it can't be a 1. So this EG might be good. In fact, I think the EG is the only way it works. So we are doing the this way. But then, okay, J does C2, so it's satisfied. And we need to go into this G, so it's on the path, because the E has to use it. So we'd be the, and then the G, I think we got to go left from here. We're not going, obviously, we're not doing the gen, and then we're done. So this sees 2, this sees 2. These are satisfied, but they're not on the path. And then we're going to go left. So the, and then after G, we need something that can go on the path. So this E can, not the M, not the X, not the L, the T can as well. But the thing with the T is we'd be doing GT. So I think we got to use this E here, and that's on the path. And the I is not on the path because it already sees it's 2. W can never be. So I think this has to go GEN. Yeah, because this top one is also seen. So it's the gen. So we either have something here or here. Oh, but both of these are on the path. So I think if we go up, we get a little trapped. So I think we got to go left. So we need a top right that can be on the path. That's only this T. So the gent, and these are not on the path. And we go up here. The gentle, maybe? This L, I think is, oh, we can, no, we aren't going TM, so we're going TL. These are not on the path. I doubt this I is, but, so I think this M fits here. It sees just 1 on the path. I think this fits here, and I think this is going to go here, and there we go. The gentleman. All right. Cool. So this is the Halo version. This is my preferred. I like the Halo better, but we spelled the gentleman. Very neat. Okay, let's do zone mode. So the way zone mode works is the 2x2 has a color and number. So the entire tile is colored. And it's just the number of letters that are part of the solution. So we'll start here. So we need an R bottom right. We need, oh, there's going to be at least 2 R's bottom right. One's the start, one's the end. Interesting. So, if this was the R starting us, none of these are on the path because obviously the R is. So we'd have to go right. If this R started, We would need one more on the path. I don't know which one to... I kind of like ending in like ER here. So let's see if this works out. This would isolate us, right? We can't put a 1 tile here because we got to get out. So it could be RI. RY is possible, but I'm going to say we did RI. Now we have to get out immediately. We have to go RIY. That doesn't... Oh, we could do RIC. That might be okay. Like rich or something? Oh, okay. We need another bottom left that can go after this C. I think this rich is good. And I doubt we're using the Q, but let's see. Let's just by statistics, we do rich and then AR. Maybe Richard. Richard. 3 of these are used. Maybe a WA. So this 0 can't go here. We have 2 0 tiles, which is interesting. Maybe it's Richard Gere. Hold on. What can go here? One of the ones could... Oh, it is going to be one of the ones. Richard Wagner. There we go. Nice. I think this one's easier. The zone version. Cool. Richard Wagner. Nice. Cool. Well, that is the bonus game. We're going to go on to our normal games today. The link is in the description if you want to try the game yourself. Let's move on to Dordle. All the games are in the description. Cool. So, were there any words that stand out to me from the last game? Not that I can think of. Why don't we go back? Let's take a look. No, there's no words from the last game. So I'm just going to start with Fusele. Let's just do a good start. So we're just trying to solve 2 Wordles at once, but they share the same guesses. I like to play in like a quasi-hard mode where I pick a side for each guess that I'm guessing on, and I pick a hard mode guess for that side. So the left only has an E. I like to go for the one with the least amount of information so I can get the most amount of information out of the guess. So let's put an E at the center. Something like RE would be great. Rec. That's not bad. Ooh, so the right, we have a lot of info. S something EC. SH? What goes after the C? SN? Okay, I can't immediately think of it, so let's just keep guessing a left word. Maybe E at the end. We could put another vowel in the middle, like an O. What am I doing, though? I'd like to include an H to see if we are SHEC. Could be SPEC, could be SNEC, so any of those is fine. How about phone? That uses 2 of them. Actually, that uses all of them. Perfect. All right, so it's SPEC. Not an I, not a Y. What is this word? Specs? It could be. Sometimes there's words ending in S in Dordle. Let's not guess that yet, though. We only have the E on the left. I want to do like a QUI word almost. There's got to be something better. Maybe something like IE? IDE? I could do IVE. But the problem isn't the letter there. The problem is the first 2 letters. How do I use 2 letters there? U, maybe? That help me at all? I could use another E, I suppose. But I don't know where. Something like E something I something E. Wow, why is it so hard today? Am I just rusty? It's tempting to guess something like evade, but that would be a filler. B, Q, Q, U, E, something E, Q, U, I, something E. Y? Okay. Oh, guide. Guide is good. Okay. So, no help on the right. We have, oh, it's an udge trap word. Oh no. So what do we have left? Fudge. Budge. I think that's it. I guess I could gamble them. The problem is I don't know what this right word is. I have to assume it's specs, I guess. I'm hoping to get lucky on this. Let's go fudge. Darn, budge. Oh no, there's one oh, judge. Oh no. Yeah, I lost. I might as well get judge. Judge and specs. Okay. Darn it. If I'd known there were 3 left, I would have done a filler. Darn. We got an udge trap and then a plural on our first Dordle back. Wonderful. Okay. I didn't think of the udge trap until way too late. I could have anticipated it a bit more. Well, let's move on to Fibble. There's a lie in each guess. So I'm starting out with tight. So what do we think our lie is? I want to use the H and the I if I can. So like an ITH? No, can't do that. Oh wait, I want to, in my settings, I like to turn on hard mode and I like to turn on the lie count. HI, I just can't think of a good HI. We need to use a G or a T. I something TH like this. 9th. Sure. All right, what did we learn from this? Okay, we learned quite a bit because one of these I's is lying. If one of these I's is lying, the T cannot be in the word. So the T was in the word. These would both have to be a lie. There wouldn't be a lie left for the I's. So there is no T in the word. There is an H in the word, but one of these could be lying as green. They just can't be lying as gray. If I keep using the I, that's my lie on the second word, so I'd have to put an N here, and I'd have to use an H either at the end or at the start. And then my lie for tight would have to be the G. So hinge. I was half expecting that to lock in. So a lie between these N's means there's no I, which means this is our lie. I want to use the N and the E here, and then I need to include the H somewhere, which would be at the start. Ooh. Oh, sorry, we know this H is the lie because we know there's an H in the word. So yeah, that was silly. So this is the lie. So what we've learned is there's an H in the word and it ends in E. Oh, wonderful. I don't know if the H is first. It doesn't have to be. Maybe it's like an SH something E, like shove. Might as well just guess that. Ooh. So I think let's go with this. Shame. Okay, so we know because of these lies, we know the H is. Oh, we have an X-wing actually. It's a non-typical one, but one of these S's is lying, and this O and A can't both be true because they can't both be green in that spot. So there's a lie used here, and there's a lie used here. That's both of the lies for shove and shame. So these have to be true. And the H's do as well. So I'm still thinking SH something E. SHA something E. Shale, shade, shape. There we go. Another trap. All right. Luckily, they give you a lot of guesses in Fibble. All right. Betweenle is next. So, yes. It doesn't matter what we start with. Let's just start with. Let's just start with shape. So what this is telling us is that if you alphabetize all of the possible words, then our word is 8.1% away from shape and 68% away from all A's. So it's decently close to shape, especially when we're in that RST range. There's a lot of words there, so there's a high percentage. So I'm thinking like a middling R. Like I was going to do rainy, but that's not middling. Like rinse. All right, so I didn't go back far enough. So let's actually, let's try rainy. Rainy was not quite far enough away either. Maybe I'll try a really late Q, like quote. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Darn my stats. Yeah. Cool. Quote in 4. That's lucky. All right, let's move on to word 500 here. We'll start with quote, which is not the best start. All right, we have 1 yellow. With 1 yellow, we can assume no Q, because Q would also need the U. Also, assuming no Q is fine anyway, but basically we proved there's no Q. I'm going to make E the yellow just because it's the most common letter. Let's move it to the center, and let's do crest. Oh, I can't do crest. I could, but it wouldn't be right. I want RE, I think. Fresh. Ooh, all red. All red is a really good result. So, because we know none of those letters are in. So U, O, or T. I'm actually going to use the T now. We'd be low on vowels. That's okay. Let's do T, A, tangy. 1 yellow. So if the T's in, we have to assume it's still the T. This is getting difficult though. We only have an I. Something like I and then end in T. This is going to be tough. We could do 2 I's. Sorry, I forgot we can do underscores in this one. Something like visit, but there's no S. We can also put the T in the middle. I'm just starting to think there's no T, but if I can get one more guess this way, this would be nice. Because it's the only thing I see. All right, I just don't think we have a T then. No T's. No Q. So let's bring in the O. And do I want the A or the N or the G? I'm not sure. I could do something like an O-I, so I don't need to use the A. O-I-N? Or would I want to do like an O-Y? I don't mind this. Something like poppy. You know what's nice about poppy is if the repeated letters mean that we're not going to get a lot of positive results, so we can maybe eliminate stuff. 2 greens. Okay, so let's say I was right, in which case that means we are an OY word. I could do lolly and confirm. It's possible. It's lolly. Dolly. Let's do dolly. Still 2 greens. So I think this is being reinforced. I just have to come up with the right word. It could be mommy. Or Bobby. Wow, are we getting like the crazy words today for our comeback? Ooh. Mommy proves it is not what I thought. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh. I think it's polka. Yeah, it is. Wow. Okay. What a word. Darn, my stats. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. We'll build them back up. This series is very rare though. Anyway, for now. Wow, yeah. If you're wondering about polka, I was just thinking we needed a P and we needed an L. And at that point, POL came to mind and polka immediately came to mind, and I saw tangy needed the A, so yeah, that worked out. All right. Polygonle. I can't zoom this in the same way I used to. I'm not sure why, but I think this is the best I got. So the way this game works is we need to match the pattern up here. So if a letter repeats, then the symbol repeats. If a letter doesn't repeat, if the symbol doesn't repeat, it has to be a different letter, right? So we've got a 7-letter word today. Let's look at ing. So if we did ing, then this is also an I, and now this repeats. It feels like we should be able to get something, but this is a little bit difficult. No, not in. Is. No, actually, I don't think this works. One option is to do like an ED word and then just come up with a 5-letter word that does this to put ED at the end of. So like, oh, this is tough. Civic. Ooh. It's like a civic is what else is there? I don't think civic is a word. Civic. Civics with an E. Okay. There's not shush. That's the other way around. Stats. Statser. Someone who stats. Statsed. You've been statsed. Oh no. I might have to do a filler. All right. So for 7 letters, I like to use machine. All right. So this is an A that repeats. There's an E somewhere. I'm thinking here. It could be an ER, ED, ES, EY even. Okay, I still don't see it, so we're going to do poultry. More letters. There's an R somewhere. So this repeats. Is it an ER word then? And we just need wakeover. Oh no. I made another filler just to get the let's confirm ER. There aren't that many letters left. Can we think of this? The E is certainly not repeating here, and it's not going between 2 A's. So I like the E is there. I mean, we could do something like that, or I don't know. Does this work? Ragered, right? Regard. No, I think we're in ER. So then what letters are left to do this? Kayaker? Kayaker doesn't actually work because there's no Y, but I'm gonna... It's not ER. So would it be like Razard, Rabard? Or would it be Barabed? I want to do a word with like S and R in it, and a D if possible. But I want to place the R here, here, or here. So is there like is anything really? Scabbard. It doesn't use the R in a spot that I need it. I don't know. An S anywhere. I wonder if it's ES or ED. Even thinking of a filler is tough here. I don't know what's happening here. Why are these so hard today? Don't they know I haven't played in a while? I'm gonna guess regards. Okay, so it's double A here, ES, and then the R goes here, wait, the R goes here, and it's garages. Oh. Oh, garages. Okay. 41 guesses match this pattern. Awkward, divider, divides, garages, kayaker, minimal, monomer, parapet, reverts, and Stetson. Wow. All right, let's do the mini. Let's see. What fits this pattern? Like an RER word, like pair. Okay, so maybe it's like a. Ooh. Maybe not like that. Re. I don't mind the E there, but I don't know how the P and the R work then. They just don't. So E here, no, not there. E here. Repop. Repup. Repip. No. I just don't see how this works. E R R. The R doesn't repeat. If the E repeated, it just doesn't work, as far as I can tell. What if the P repeats? Then it's error or re. We looked at that. Oh no. What is this? Struggle on every single word. E in the middle. Spear. I may have to do a filler. I'll guess repay as a filler. E R Ep. Could this be the E still? I just can't figure out. Crepe. It's crepe. Oh my gosh. No, it's just me. I don't think it's that hard. I think it's just me. All right. Symbol. Always start Symble with Blaze. This is the real shame, is losing all my Symble stats. That's okay. So we assume there's no Z in the word. So I think we've got to use I think the heart is going to be our yellowish color. So I think we're going to do like an ER word. And then the first letter could be an L or an A. You know what? Let's go with anger. I think that works. That puts the A in this spot and the E in this spot, following these hearts. Interesting. So this would, if the heart is indeed our yellows, then we have to swap our E and A. And then our third letter needs to be either an N or an R. What does this? I don't think anything does this. So purple could be our yellow, in which case we need the E and the A like this. And then we would need the third letter to be an L or a B, so probably an L. So like fella. Oh wow, fell on 3. Okay. That's tough. Okay. Yeah, so I had 3 out of the 5 letters on my first guess, but none of them in place. Oof. Okay, and we end with Fusele. We have a different twist on each guess. So here yellow and green are going to be ambiguous. So guess fella. So we don't know where the A goes, but we know it's in the word, and the rest aren't. So I'm just going to put the A in the middle. So here we're not allowed to guess HNORSX. Doesn't mean they're not in the word. We're just not allowed to guess them. You can't glean anything from that. I'm having trouble because we can't use the R or the L. I mean, there's no L and we can't use the R. Can't use the H. So I think I need to move this A somewhere else. We can end in Y. This is pretty common, AY like this. I don't know, is badgy a word? It's not. Patchy? No, that's too many letters. Patsy, no. Body? Sure. All right, so the A does go here, but it doesn't end in Y. Now this one we're going to get a lie. Like Fibble. I want to use the common letters here. Team. What are we ending in? Is this going to be a vowel? Like an I or a O or U? Tacit? Sure. All right, what's our lie? We know the A is there. That's not our lie. Let's assume the C isn't lying. You know what? Let's guess catch. All right, so the T, the C wasn't lying, but neither was the T, which means the I was lying. And, oh, sorry. No, the T could have been the lie. We could end in T. This is symbol-like clues. I didn't go over it. But the blue means that the T or the C goes here. I kind of like CA something something T, but I have to think of a word. Actually, what does do that? And this one we have to repeat a letter in this twist. That's gonna be tough. Oh, carrot, actually. I was expecting that to be an answer. We have incognito tiles here. So, ooh, I didn't realize I didn't like that setting. Okay. These tiles, we're not going to learn anything about these tiles. We have to fill them with a letter. But so this is CAT like this. We don't repeat the A. What is this? Unfortunately, we're only gonna learn about this letter. We already know the C is gonna be yellow, or sorry, green. We won't learn the colors of these. We know this is green and green anyway. We're just gonna learn about this letter. But what's left? Cost. I don't think it can be CAU. CAI? Whoa, what just happened? CAI. The problem is ending in T, I don't see how. Cat. We're not repeating the C. Because catch we tried to. And there's no H. Okay. I feel like we got to put a vowel here, but I don't know which one. Oh boy, what is this word? Why have they been so hard? Cadget. Can. I really thought it was going to be carrot. Kaz. I don't know. Oh no. We don't repeat the A. I think I need this is the terrible time to do a filler, but I think I'm going to do a filler just to try to get 2 letters of information here. Maybe a vowel would be good. Put a vowel in each of them, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Something like unfit would get, oh no, that doesn't get the I. Something like unify gets me U and I. How about onion? No, because I don't want to repeat a letter that I don't know exists. Because what if the O went there? Then I wouldn't actually learn that. I'll do unify. All right, so there's a U. So is it CA something? Is it kaput? It's kaput. Okay. Congrats, it was kaput. Nice. All right. Well, those are the games. Some really tough ones today, but I made it through. All right. How long did it take me? 40 minutes. Holy moly. Long video. I don't edit these. I think there's one part I need to edit out where I took a drink of water. But anyway, cool. Hope you enjoyed this. This series is every once in a while when I think I have time. I'm going to try to do it at least once a week, but we will see. All right. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.